I'm scared.
Oh!
Did it out of love. Oh, she feels it in the wrist. Where do you think things are going, babe?
Well, I mean, we had a very interesting ending for one of the characters who sees romance as a show.
Yeah.
And this whole series is kind of a show, right? I mean, you are seeing how they all have their mask or the way they're performing. Mm-hmm. So kind of really a symbolism to the entire anime thus far, right? Yeah. Also, not to forget the fact that apparently there's a student council play that has been not happened in 7 years for whatever reason, which is another show. Yeah. So it's a show instead of a show and a show. Mm-hmm. I think that's really interesting. It also does seem to be that she's not outright like rejecting Toko, but she's also like, I don't mind. This is just normal. And I'm like, girl, please. And I think it's also interesting too, because I think it was Maki. He had said that, hey, listen, you actually like her or love her or whatever. And she's just like, this is just normal thinking to herself. And I'm like, girl, please. We also got to see some new dude join the student council. Oh, okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay. We saw a new guy join the student council. I don't know his name. He's just some spiky haired dude with glasses. Oh, yeah. And we also saw Sayaka getting very displeased with comments about you and Toko being close. Of course, she really likes her. And the opening will keep reminding us that. It's upsetting. But yeah, I do think that, I don't know how many episodes this is, probably 12, maybe 13. Okay. I do think that it's more of a slow kind of burnish, even though we have already had like 2 kisses. But Yu still hasn't been like, hey, let's go out, you know? And Toko is being hella spoiled, so she's basically kind of getting to do what she wants. I am really curious to see the development when, because now one person has found out so far, even though he promised not to say anything. Yeah. It's only a matter of time before Sayaka finds out. And I'm not looking forward to that at all.
Fair.
But yeah, we don't get previews with this, so it's hard to kind of say like what's going to happen. I mean, eventually Yu's going to have to get even about the school play, because I mean that seems to be like or the student council play, because it seems to be like a very big deal. Yeah. And she's like, no. And Toko's like, yes. And Sayaka's like, why not? And it's like, you're going to give in eventually. You don't even try to say you're not going to.
I just feel like sometimes I can kind of have an idea of where things are going, but with this story, I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I think that's kind of the point. And I kind of think, like, there's not a lot of anime recently that kind of do this. Yeah. It's kind of like, oh, yeah, it happened. Yeah. Right? But this is, 2018 or something like that? Which is not, like, super old by any stretch of the means, but it is definitely not newer. Right. But, yeah, you're kind of like, it's going in this direction, it's not. But, yes, it is, but it's not. But it's really good. And I really just like the opening song, even though I don't like the opening itself in certain aspects. Okay. But yeah.
The longing, the pining.
Yeah, I kind of like even that's a play. If you think of the opening, it is kind of like a play. You have like the curtain has opened and you have the characters playing their parts in it. Yep. And you also have the symbolism of both of them like holding up, it looks like a script or in the hallway or something like that. But yeah, it's going to be it's going to be sad. You can tell it's going to be sad. I don't think it's going to be like super duper angsty, but it's going to be pretty sad. Like, you know, and I don't know like where it'll end, where if it's going to make sense, be bittersweet or whatever, but it only does have 1 season, right? Even though it has like a lot more stuff for like a manga or whatever. But anyway, we're gonna read some comments because I'll just keep theory crafting and we'll be here for a long time. All right, we have Ginger Cat, Toko and Sayaka, the presidential couple. Even the manga and the anime ship them. Canon. A little bit of backstory for you. Toko joined the student council as soon as she started school, and asked Sayaka to join with her. Oh, that's so gay, Toko. Toko wanted to revive the play in her first year, and even visited the Arts and Crafts Club in order to get their help, with the only stumbling block being spoilers. But then the student council president would not allow it to go ahead, so Toko had to wait until her second year in order for student council president. That's interesting. I mean, I know the previous student council president did absolutely nothing and just relied on everyone else, but it's kind of weird that he would reject this. Maybe because it's too much work. In order to revive the play, Sayaka spent most of her younger years doing after-school classes. In elementary school, she was taking Ikebana classes, calligraphy, school... piano, cram school, swimming lessons, considering taking on English classes. She dropped swimming because of a spoiler, and dropped others when starting middle school when she became president of the choir. Okay, she sings? Okay, Sayaka's like the whole package. No offense to you.
Everything.
No offense to you. But then I guess she's also a tsundere. We get to see that Yu is willing to say no to Toko, and it's funny seeing Toko trying everything she could to try and change Yu's mind. Yu goes to leave after the student council. Toko just looks at Yu. Yu knows Toko wants her to to stay. Toko asks you if she can kiss her. You pulls Toko up on the after, saying she wasn't going to ask you out. After Toko explains how her feelings have grown, we see signs of Yu's attraction to Toko, and another place where there is a different subtle versions. Interesting. Toko, I just can't help but you're always willing to tolerate my feelings, and it just makes me want you more. It's all because of you. Ha! Ha ha! Ha! Literally her name. I'm jealous. I wish I could be like that, huh? Never mind, it's nothing. Okay, if you want to, that's fine. Really, why? It's not as if I hate it or anything, and if I said it wasn't interesting, well, I'd be lying. What does that mean? You want to kiss me, though you don't even like me? You perv. If you're going to make fun of me, then I'm leaving. Wait, don't. Hey, don't be hasty. Let's kiss. Maki is a fascinating character. Fascinated with romance and relationships, but uninterested in being in a relationship himself. Maki is generally considered to be a representation of someone who is eroes. He's very observant when it comes to relationships, and he's already worked out Toko likes you, and like us, suspects Sayaka could like Toko. I mean, Sayaka's pretty damn obvious, honestly.
Yeah, it seems pretty clear.
Interesting when Maki tells you about seeing them kiss, you was more worried about how this would affect Toko. If the other students found out about the kiss than herself, other hints of Yu's attraction to Toko. Maki reveals that he thought Toko's feeling for you were one-sided, but can now see that you like Toko as well, resulting in flustered Yu.exe unable to respond.
I kind of think that Yu's feelings toward Toko are like feelings of empathy. And I kind of think that that's why she's all the time saying, "Oh, this is just normal." Yeah, because that's what she says all the time. This is how you treat someone that you care about and like respect. Yeah, and have this kind of like closeness with. Yeah, but like at the same time, I think she's being nice because she's empathetic. But I don't necessarily think it means she likes her. That's
I think, again, Yu likes the idea of romance, right? We met Yu. She likes shoujo. She wants that I'm feeling like I'm flying or whatever feeling. Yeah. And I think she has to have some interest. Because if she didn't, she'd be like, I'm going to keep on using her as a reference. She'd be much more like Shimamura and Adachi Shimamura to me. Let's see here.
I got you last.
You did. And sons find out about their kiss after herself. Another of Yu's attraction to Toko. Maki reveals that he thought, oh no, sorry, I read that part. Yu likes Toko as well as something and flustered Yu, now I'm strong. Important episodes to come up are probably 6, 9, 11, and maybe 12, with 6 and 10 having end credit scenes, and 7 is important for Sayaka. My poor girl. The manga started in 2015 and ended in 2019. 2018 had Volume 5 published in January, Volume 6 in September, Sayaka light novel published in November, Anthology, one collection of manga, short stories in December, and anime aired from October to December. 2019, Sayaka's light novel was novel 2 was published and bloomed into the stage play adaptation of the manga name. 2020 Sayaka light novel 3 and an anthology 2 and the second collection of the manga story published along with the stage play adaptation of Sayaka's novels. 2022 the Bloom into stage play had a second run using their revised script. Here's the thing. I've never heard of like a side character getting so much attention. I'm sorry, she's the main character now. I don't make the rules. That's how it is.
So I'm curious, Ginger Cat, if you've seen the stage play.
I would say probably yes. Ginger Cat is such a big fan.
And anyone else?
And bloom into thee.
All
right. Unto thee. Okay. I don't know. All right, so we have Mashal. Yes, Sayaka has 3 night novels. That Sayaka is a straightforward person. She's not the kind of person that would say what Aki says to Himari. The reason behind the student council play, why it was all postponed, will be answered in the following episodes, as well as Maki's stand-up romance for himself. Oh, there's a little difference between the manga and anime, and only Sayaka has the light novel. She's so special. She's so special! Where's Shiho's only light novel? The overall story doesn't have light novels, though I haven't read Sayaka's light novel since I'm still reading tons of stories, and I'll probably mix them up if I keep adding more. I'm currently reading Sasaki Watanare Wataoshi manga and the story about buying my classmate once a week light novel, and it has almost 300 chapters. So yeah, I have to put Sayaka's light novel aside for the meantime. And I'm a bit sad that Watashi manga will end the light novel adaptation in the Revolution Act. Interesting. Okay, let's see here. LV, the Sayaka situation isn't that bad, and in my opinion, not the biggest angst. I think what's going internally with each character... Tell me about the opening! That's angsty AF, okay? Pat, what you said about having to give up on something in return is meant to be multi-layered. Y'all definitely should read the manga afterwards. From my perspective, might be somewhat spoilerly about their internal feelings or just my thoughts. It's up for interpretation. You seem to notice that what made her special to Toko was her indifference. Yeah, I could see that.
I could too.
Toko could be be herself with you because you wouldn't have any expectations or feelings about her. I think that giving up part references a concern what would happen if that one day would change. What if you wasn't indifferent anymore? How would Toko feel? Would you not be special anymore? Would she have denied her own feelings? Would she lose it? Imagine if the person you love loves you because you can't love them.
Wow.
It's contradictory, isn't it? Someone would have to lose if those are the options. From Yu's standpoint, if she even got the feeling she'd been longing for, the would be opposite of why Toko liked her to begin with. Anyway, that's my 2 cents. I look forward to y'all's next reaction, and don't worry, many episodes won't be that bad. I'm not worried about that. I think for me, it's like, even if it's not the angstiest thing ever, I think it sucks for like a character to always have this long, and even if she gets her happy story in like a light novel, can they not give us an anime adaptation of that? Where's that? Where is that? That's what I want. I do think it's interesting though that there is no light novel for the series, except for the Sayaka one. I just think it's really interesting.
It's only for her.
It's only for her. It's only for her. Ziotar, finally you probably met our Ero ace. The ace part is unknown, but the fandom tends to agree because of how disinterested he is when confessed to, unlike you who doesn't reject Toko in the same situation. King Shipper Troll Maki. He's absolutely amazing and has some of the best lines. This episode and his part in it also highlight one of my favorite things about the series. It separates romantic feelings from physical attraction. You've noticed that Yu is very responsive to Toko, and yet she still seems not to feel the spark of romance feelings, and a lot of that is because of the hetero romance described in shoujo manga books and the music she enjoys dictating her image of feelings. In the episode in the manga depiction, the second kiss scene, Yu makes a point about not having romantic feelings, but that she still enjoys kissing Toko and wants to kiss her. The show, and more to the manga outpacing the anime, will continue to delve into this unusually untold aspect of orientation, as well as the different beliefs on the concept of love and the whole. I look forward to seeing your reaction to all of it. Yay. In my opinion, taking from how I read the scene and my own experience with the story things, I'm great a romantic lesbian. This scene is portraying that while you might not have romantic feelings so far, she's sapphic in terms of her physical attraction and sexual orientation. I mean, she's also starting to blush now too, which I think is very interesting.
So, this is portraying while you might not have romantic feelings. Oh, okay. If she's having a physical attraction.
Yeah,
okay,
I think that could be very well true. And then here you can read this one.
A request from May. Urgently, please. You need to react to poisonous love. You should prepare yourself to be full of love, hate, and deep sadness.
I think y'all just want us to be sad. I think you want to see me go off again. I think that's what it really is.
She gave you run her mouth.
Yeah, because I will.
Scream.
I will if it's like,
what is this?
What is this? Flips over to the actual, oh crap. Yeah. So that's a lot of interesting stuff. I still think, regardless, y'all have obviously seen this, you know what's to come. I still think the Sayaka stuff is very tragic. Just because anytime, like, I'll go back to, like, Strawberry Panic, for instance, to Mayo. I thought that was incredibly tragic. Because, I don't like Shizuma. Anyway, that's another time for that. But I'm excited to watch more of this, even though the opening makes me as emotional every time I watch it. More so now. But, yeah, so
you
anyway.
Have me with you.
Yeah, I do have
I'll
you
make
with
you
me.
feel better.
Yeah, make me feel better more. But I also really just, I want to see what Sayaka will do. I feel like she will do something. She might not be as forward as Aki, but she is frustrated. And sometimes in our frustrations, when we don't usually act, something happens.
She'll be like,
Yeah, I love that. And she's gonna turn. And she's like, yeah. I wonder if there's a dub of this. Because I want to see if there's a dub of Sayaka, specifically just for that. All right,
let's go ahead and check it out. I'm Jenny.
Get here.
And we're going to be watching
Bloom Unto Thee.
Why, yes. If you'd like to watch our full reaction to this episode, you can join our Podia membership link down below.
Yeah.
She looks cute in the apron.
Ah, her friend.
Aww.
Okay, Rude, it's okay.
Sweat drop, though.
She's so cute, she didn't know. Oh, no. It's pretty and heartbreaking at the same time.
It's okay, babe.
Okay.
Flowers everywhere.
There's a lot of flowers in this.
That would be me without you.
You're gonna make me cry.
I'll be like reaching with my hand like.
Good job.
I'm scared.
She's like, oh, exams. Aww.
Soft.
Kayomi's so cute. Oh!
I got the fatigue to prove
When they do the play, she can write the script. Oh, she's embarrassed.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, why'd you stop
So
sleeping?
distracted.
No, sure you will. Toka will go with you. Don't worry. Steady buddy is Toka.
Mm-hmm.
What? She's like, go study with. He's like, go study with your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
You're not girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
But.
Oh. She's her senpai. Maybe she can help.
Yeah, she seems pretty smart.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
She's like, oh, she's reliable.
Mm-hmm. No, the sun's setting.
Mm-hmm. Oh!
Did it out of love.
Oh!
I just have to get used to it.
I mean, she's also a student council president. You know what I mean? She's accomplished.
Yeah.
You what? She's like, bye.
Aww. Yeah, I'd rather be with you. I thought that's why.
She's all blushy. Oh. Huh?
Oh.
She's gonna go to her place. Aww.
Mm-hmm.
Some dude. Hiro-kun.
She knows.
Oh. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Aww.
Uh-huh.
She doesn't want to trouble her.
Nah. Wow. She made the fancy cheesecake. Okay. Oh.
You want to come up? She's looking over here.
I say she will.
Pinky, you want to come up? You want to come up?
She likes to be held, like picked up. So she's like, pick me up.
Moving
Oh,
a little.
oh,
There you go.
oh,
Oh!
oh! Woo!
In the bedroom of the girl I love.
Like, oh,
You're a perv. This is normal, just like his other stuff is normal. Relax, kitty. Oh. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Oh, she feels it in the wrist.
Oh!
A bit more careful. Oh.
Oy.
Ouch.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the one who needs me the most.
Aww.
That warm glow as the sun sets. Oh. Oh, she wants to make it for her.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Aww.
Sayaka.
Aww.
That was good.
Yeah.
We got some blushing. Toko. We got Toko going to Yu's house. I saw Sayaka a few times this episode, which is always nice.
And their bond is strengthening.
Yeah, their bond is
because of
strengthening.
Studying together.
Studying together. Yes, I think it's interesting. Yu is like, hey, if you want me to be with you, I will. But I do think if you had the choice, she would be like, hey, I want to be with Toko, right? She seems interested in that way, which I think, again, I'm always going to compare her to Shimamura. Because, like, I do feel like out of the two of them, if you haven't watched it, watch it. But, like, that's a character that really just kind of just goes with the flow and doesn't seem to have, like, one attachment or another.
But at the same time, she did say that if Adachi, like, professed her feelings for her, that she would have to turn her down.
Yeah.
So we don't see anything. We see the opposite with you. But again, I think you is just like a very caring person.
I think she is, but there has to be some kind of interest, because I would like to think so. But yeah, let's talk about Koyomi. She's so cute, and she's like... and she wrote a story, and I'm really curious about that. And we got to see Yu's sister has a boyfriend, Hiro. They've been together, I think, since high school. I don't know how old the sister is, but she's definitely older for sure.
Yeah.
And Yu's just kind of like trying to figure out, like, oh, I guess I'll always be around her more, things of that nature too. And then, you know, she's just not really, I think she really wants to understand. But, you know, this is something new for her. Yeah. And Toko is just kind of like all in, pretty much. You know, she's like, yeah, these are all the things. She smells her bed. It kind of reminds me of
Kase-san
Morning Glories. Yeah, Kase-san sniffing.
It was reminding me of the scene, where Kase goes into Yamada's room.
And she smells her.
And they ate too.
They did. They had something yummy together as well. Yeah, it's. I
think Kase had brought a cake, but then they had.
Something like, I don't know. It reminded me of that. It's like, oh, she's tired now, but she's smelling the sheets.
I was like, she fell asleep. No.
So if we talk about the aspect of you, like, let's just say hypothetically, you has decided to accept Toko's feelings and confesses. I was kind of thinking, we were talking about the comment earlier, if Toko would lose interest, it's very possible, because you have this very indifferent girl who you've confessed to, and you like her for maybe her indifference. Yeah. But it's also possible that Toko might accept it too. I do think if you was like, actually, I do like you, I think Toko would be like, no way, that's not possible. You can't like anyone. Right. I do also wonder, though, if the reverse could happen too. If she's like, it's you now pining after Toko, and she's like she's like no, which I think would really be real unfortunate and make this very angsty. But it's a possibility. I've been thinking about that as well, because sometimes people really want what they can't have, and then once they have it, they don't want it anymore. Yep. Absolutely. Which, if that does happen, ouch. But also,
you'll throw it to the desk.
Yeah, I'll just like, because I feel bad for that, right? Obviously, I could also see the presidential couple. Okay, Sayaka and Toko look very nice next to one another. Just saying. And you know, Sayaka obviously could take care of Toko as well. But yeah, it is very interesting that when I go down like the angst path, I'm like, this is very interesting to think about. Because, like, I have had a friend, and they confessed. And
to you?
Not to me.
Oh, to
someone else that we knew. And this person was not interested. And once the person confessed back, the friend was like, oh, I thought I liked you. But actually, it turns out not really like that. It was because there was no interest. So it can happen.
I definitely had, like, that sense of, like, when I was in relationships and they were, like, iffy, like... I started thinking about ending the relationship, and I had, like, escape plans, and, like, well, if I weren't with this person, like, who else would I be with? And then other people in my life, I started kind of thinking, like, would I be interested in this person? I'd be like, you know, I think I would make a really good couple with that person. And then once I did break up with a person, I was just, like, not even pursuing them. Yeah. I was like, you know, like...
I think it's interesting because, like, people get in relationships for all kind of reasons, right? I do think that is definitely a thing, though. Like, once you're like, oh, I thought I wanted this, but I don't. I think maybe in Toko's case, though, it might be that she doesn't think she really wants to, and then she starts with, actually, she wants the reciprocation. But I do feel like, because, you know, if you decides to act on, let's just say she has an epiphany, and she's like, hey, actually, I do like Toko. I do think that magic might go away, but it could be reignited. I don't know. I mean, that would be pretty damn angsty. But I haven't seen it really so much in a Yuri anime. So you do have, like, the one that pines, the one that's not sure, and eventually they get together. But you have the one that pines, and the one that's not sure, but then pines back, and the one's like...
Oh my gosh. It's like a ping pong
I'm wondering, game. I had been wondering for a while, though, because I'm like, she's just not showing interest like that.
It's more like a ping pong game played... on 4 sides.
Yeah.
Where you're, like, trying to get it across, but sometimes it bounces off to this, and then bounce off the other way, and then it doesn't go anywhere, because it bounces in the middle of the table.
Because if we go back very early on, and Sayaka who says that people have confessed to Toko, and she said, no, she's never confessed. You confess this to her, she might be like...
Oh, no!
Who's to say? I don't know. Like, like I said, this is an anime that's gonna have angst. Even though y'all said it won't be so bad on the Sayaka, I feel like it will be for me. Because I really like Sayaka, and it always sucks when you see a character you like getting hurt. But I do think there's also a possibility that it could flip. Which I think could be very interesting. Toko like act as interested, because she's like, obviously she's very smart and she's very reliable, but then you see you pining after her, and she's just like, Koito-san, no. Let's see what happens. We still have a lot of anime left to go. But yeah.
Still can't really tell where the story's going.
I kind of like that though, because you don't really know. You do see that Yu is really thinking hard about this, and she's like, if I could only change. Shimoda would never. I hate to say it. Maybe I don't know. Well, we haven't read the manga.
I'm not saying. I mean, I wouldn't say she would never, but the version of her in the anime, does not do that.
No, especially when she just says like, if she said it, confessed, I would say no. It's kind of like that's the ultimate damn.
Yeah,
but it's still really good. But apparently, like, more develops in the manga, or light novel. I think there's both, which we have not ventured into. But yeah, I do think Yu has some kind of interest. Whether she realizes it or not remains to be seen. I mean, if she was completely just not at all interested, she would just be like, you know, backing off and then just being like, hey, let's just do our student council stuff. You know what I mean? But it's just normal. It's like not really. I don't think she realizes it, right? Because she looks at shoujo and she looks at, like, you know, the guy and a girl, and it's different, right? So she doesn't have that, so now a girl, and she's just kind of like, wait, what? This can happen? And then Toko buys a book about, apparently, that's the two women being together instead, and she's like, I didn't know! It's interesting. It's very interesting.
From the title, I thought that it was going to be a Yuri. Yeah.
Me too. Is that a Yuri? Is she buying Yuri? That's why I was like, oh, buying Yuri stuff. And then she, like, bought the other things. I'm like, wait, that's a Yuri book. Yes. Toko's like, it's for research. Yeah. We'll have to see. Yep. But as always, it's good. The opening, even though it's sad, is still really good. It's just, I like
it's sad
sister,
and good too.
Though. She's just like, let me send you a cute picture of my sister who's fallen asleep. She's totally shipping the two of them. Hey.
Wiggles. Teddy cat.
Tail.
Oh, yeah. It wiggles the tail. All right, y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Oh, you're getting hungry? While we watch this episode of Bloom Into You.
Into thee. Unto you.
Blooming everywhere.
Everywhere!
If you enjoyed hanging out with us here and would like to chat in with us live, you can join our YouTube channel membership, Fandom Live, where we have monthly live streams. Look forward to connecting with you again soon, and we will be sending so much love. Till next time.
Later!